That Jets-Flames game had it all. If you're a Jets fan, you're over the moon about this right now. Another win here to start the season. Like, this is just getting into crazy territory. It was already the first 7-0 start in Jets history. Now it's 8-0. It keeps clicking even when you don't have your superstar goalie in net. If you're a Jets fan, you're probably grinning ear to ear right now. Flames fans, on the other hand, I mean, after coming off a huge 5-on-3 kill for a minute and a half, that was a soft slashing call on Kadri that led to the Perfetti game winner. So the frustration from Flames fans there is definitely understandable, but it's just the way the game goes sometimes. Nothing can be done about it now. It was a highly entertaining game, and the same guy who's been one of, if not the main face of the Flames' early season success here, he stood out again. Rasmus Andersson has pretty decisively been the Flames' best player in the early season, and a huge reason for their success to start the year. He leads the team in points, right up there in goals as well, which is pretty wild for a defenseman, and he also logs so many minutes for this team, plays in basically every situation, part of the leadership group. He's the longest tenured Flame outside of Backlund. Real ones remember when Rasmus was wearing number 54. That's a pretty sweet get for the Flames, who got him with the pick they got for Sven Baertschi at the 2015 trade deadline. He's absolutely been the team's MVP to open the season here. He's been playing insane, and he's making a good case to be a pretty important part of Team Sweden at the Four Nations face-off in February as well. But what's been almost as insane as his play is the fact that he's found someone to stare down after every goal he scored this year. In Vancouver, the Flames got worked in the first period. They're down by 3. He scores that goal to help get them back in the game. It's an emotional moment. On the road against one of your biggest rivals, I get why he did the stare down there. Then in Edmonton, he's bobbing and weaving, making beautiful moves, scores an absolute beauty of a goal against the team's #1 biggest rival in their building to tie the game up. Again, makes sense why you picked out a fan. I will say though, this was the funniest reaction of the bunch. The fan was like, "Oh, I'm so scared." And then you've got the other guy who's just absolutely ticked. And then against Pittsburgh, they're at home, so the odds to find somebody to stare down are so much lower. Maybe you're thinking, all right, it's going to be a road thing, or maybe it's a road thing against your biggest rivals. Nope, the funniest one by far. After he scores, you can see him kind of scan the crowd for a half second, like, all right, is there anything? And he really didn't have to look far, because dab smack in front of him in a mustard yellow Lemieux jersey, he found his next victim, and his buddy just gives him the business. And it was funny because they kept panning back to the guy periodically throughout the game. And at that point, you're like, all right, this is going to be like his signature thing now when he scores. And tonight against Winnipeg, he's coming down the right side. He shoots one off Comrie that goes in. I wonder if he wasn't still looking to see if the puck went in, if he wouldn't have chosen these two Jets fans instead. But instead, after he scores again, looks right to the crowd. Immediately notices this lady in a Jets jersey mid-flyby though, so he's got to stop on a dime, all to keep that stare down streak alive. But at the end of the day, she got the last laugh because the Jets are still unbeaten. And now we're going to be going for history in their next game here. What a start to the year. As for the Flames, that's 2 regulation losses in a row now. They got to get back on the horse, no pun intended. But even in both losses, they've still shown so much battle, so much resiliency. Their game's not in terrible shape here by any means. That'll do for me on this one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.